Greetings, I'm Professor K, and in this short video presentation, we're going to see how we go about creating a Kali Live forensics mode virtual machine using VirtualBox. For this demonstration, I've already downloaded and I've installed VirtualBox, the latest edition 6.14. Your version of VirtualBox may differ slightly, but the procedures for installing VirtualBox remain the same. The step-by-step instructions for installing VirtualBox can be found in the lab file. I've also downloaded the full install ISO image for Kali Linux, the 64-bit edition, because I have 64-bit hardware. You will have to download the version that applies to your hardware situation. So if you have 32-bit hardware, this would be the ISO image you would download, and if you have 64-bit, this would be the image that you download. I don't recommend using the torrents because I've had problems in the past where I have downloaded a corrupted install of Kali Linux using a torrent. Now make sure that you read the lab in its entirety as well as watch the videos that are linked inside of the lab to learn more about why we create a forensic image and why we use a Kali Live forensics mode CD to create this forensics image of the suspect's hard drive. We're now ready to go ahead and create this live CD of Kali Linux. Now, we've already downloaded the software for VirtualBox. It's installed on my machine. I've already downloaded the ISO image for Kali. That is stored somewhere on my machine or my network, so that I have access to it when I need to create this live CD. So now we're going to go up here to where it says Machine, and we're going to go to New. Now once we have our Kali image named, I'm going to go ahead and save mine onto a different partition other than my system partition. And it's going to be a Linux type, and the version is Ubuntu 64-bit. Go ahead and leave the default for Create a Virtual Disk Now. And we're going to change the memory from 1028 megabytes up to, you can leave it right around 5,000 or whatever you can spare. If you don't have the memory, then do whatever you can. Alright, so we're going to click on Create. And here we're going to go ahead and leave the default for VDI, but we're going to change the size of the image to at least 40 gigs. You can make it bigger if you have the space. Now this is a dynamic allocated image, so it's only going to use the space as it's needed. Go ahead and click on Create. Now that we have created the virtual disk, you'll notice that over in the left window pane we have a virtual machine called Kali Live Forensics Mode. Now we're going to go ahead and launch it either by double clicking it, or you can go up in here and you can click where it says Start. Now on its first screen here, we have to give it the ISO image. To do this, we're just going to click on this folder so that we can browse on over to the image. And when we find the image, we're just going to double click it. Once you have the image in place, go ahead and click on the Start button. Now Kali will start to boot. Once Kali starts to boot, you're presented with a boot menu. Use your arrows on your keyboard up and down to move the selection until you come to Live Forensics Mode. Go ahead and hit Enter. And now Kali will begin to boot. So everything that Kali needs to run as a live CD is going to be loaded into memory. So it's going to take a little while for you to get the actual live desktop that you need to work with. But you must be patient. And after just a couple of minutes, you get this live desktop of Kali Linux. And this is what it looks like. And so this is how we will be using Kali Linux in the course. So you need to get familiar with how to boot this live CD in forensics mode of Kali, because we will be using it throughout the entire course in each of the labs. In our next short video, we're going to take a look at how we go about simulating a suspect's hard drive and then create a forensics image from that hard drive using Kali Linux. And so that's going to conclude this short video presentation on how we go about creating a Kali Live forensics mode VM using VirtualBox. So if you have any questions or you have any concerns about anything that was covered in this short video presentation, please do not hesitate to reach out and contact your instructor, and I'll see you in my next video.